Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you can see it and purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing a masterclass in how to add features without clutter or asymmetry. This is the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra GMT Chronograph, stainless steel and red gold. Yes, red, not pink, not rose. It's a 43mm automatic coaxial chronometer chronograph with a second time zone and on my 16cm circumference wrist. It's a surprisingly easy fit. Now 43mm in diameter, that's not including the crown, shear guards, or pushers. The most challenging dimension is the thickness, 17.3mm, but it does have a little bit of a conical lip to the bezel, so it will slide underneath a jacket, just not a shirt sleeve. Lug to lug, the watch is friendly for a smaller wrist, 51.3mm with stubby, downward cropped lugs. You can wear this watch on a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters circumference. The watch also appears nicely balanced because Omega opted for a 21mm lug spacing that gives the watch a planted and proportional stance on the wrist. Now jumping in a little bit closer, give ourselves some more light here. You can see that the strap is a handsome piece, a slightly understated, dark brown, large rectangular scale alligator leather, bolstered to match the swell of the lugs, folded edge, monotone stitch, calfskin on the underside. The watch features a deployant clasp in stainless steel. Twin trigger release, you press the triggers, you release the clasp, and then there is a chassis underneath with a minderless system, so you can actually see the watch covers up all excess strap length and there are no minder loops, there's no excess clutter, everything is stored underneath the clasp once the watch has been sized down on your wrist, so it's a very clean look. The case band will be familiar, polished lyre style lugs with flared bevels and satin finished sides that run longitudinally, a polished conical red gold bezel, and you can see there's a nice step between the steel of the case and the red gold of the bezel, giving way to a dial that is handsome and beautifully proportioned. First, Omega uses a mono counter, so you have chronograph hours and minutes on one dial, allowing the watch to retain its twin register vintage style layout. You'll also appreciate the fact that there is a 24-hour dial coaxial with constant seconds at 9 o'clock. So two registers, one to let you know the watch is running even when the chronograph is stopped, and then another to let you know whether you're looking at, for example, AM or PM. Now the watch does have the ability to set local time separately. You have that 24-hour indicator, and then you have the ability to set the local hour independent. The watch continues to keep time, seconds continue to beat away, and if the chronograph is engaged, you have the ability to still keep the chronograph running and logging time. Note that you can set the date forward or backwards as you travel over the international date line. So you have that time zone functionality, and of course if you pull the crown out, you hack the seconds. Now you can set everything in sync, and you'll see that 24-hour AM-PM distinction single circuit hand, the independent second time zone at 9 o'clock chugging away. Also, note that there is loom for the 24-hour hand. There's going to be a loom shot. The dial is beautifully proportioned and perfectly balanced. A cruciform symmetry, you can split it from the top down and from side to side, and it's beautifully balanced. The date counterweighted by the Omega Marquee GMT and logo at 12. Sunken subs in black to contrast with the anthracite of the Teak deck center, and then you can see there's a little bit of a relieved channel that runs from 3 o'clock straight through the center of the dial all the way over to 9. The detail is exceptional, and the date window is nicely stepped to ease the transition. There's no shear break from the dial plane down to the disc, and the disc is white on black, a monotone look that perfectly matches the sunken track outboard for seconds and minutes. Broad arrow style, rose gold minute hand, all applique indices in matching rose gold. Turn it all over. Omega, exclusive caliber 9605, indicating that this is the GMT variant of the 9300 chronograph, and you can see it features all the toys. Twin mainspring barrels for excellent torque release from max wind to minimum wind, and an exceptional power reserve of 60 hours. Bidirectional automatic winding for smooth action, free sprung balance with a full balance bridge for shock resistance, SI14 silicon hairspring for anti-magnetism, coaxial escapement as envisioned by George Daniels and industrialized by Omega, tangential contact that extends the power reserve, improves precision, and reduces long-term maintenance requirements requirements. It beats away at the coaxial specific 25,200 vibrations per hour, all of this pivoting on 54 joules. Now you can see it as a column wheel chronograph mechanism, so you can see the column wheel through the skeletonized bridge, and it makes for a crisp actuation of the mechanism. A traditional column wheel architecture being more demanding to tune and set, but also crisper under the finger when operating the chronograph. It has other advantages. You can leave the chronograph running full time with a vertical clutch system. I should say, distinct from the column wheel, there is a vertical clutch system that allows you to run the chronograph full time with no additional wear and tear. And the vertical clutch also allows the chronograph seconds hand to engage without any jump or stagger and always reset precisely to the index at 12 because there is no play in a vertical clutch system. All of that, and you've got your dual time, you've got your hacking second, handsome finish with a spiral arabesque Côte de Genève, and you'll note blackened, not polished or blued screws, adjusted to 5 positions and chronometer certified, water resistant to 150 meters. This is a watch that does it all and looks gorgeous while doing so. See it and make it yours on the watch box. Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra GMT. You can see that 24-hour hand visible at night.